I rise today to acknowledge the life of Arnold Carter of Port Hedland, whose recent passing will leave a hole in the heart of Port Hedland. Arnold wasn't just a long-term resident, he was Port Hedland, its spirit, its strength and its story. For over 60 years, Arnold called Port Hedland home, and in doing so, he helped to shape it into what it is today. His passing is not just a loss for Port Hedland, it is a loss for the Pilbara and for all of Western Australia. Arnold was a living piece of history. He arrived in Port Hedland in 1962 when it was still a small northern town and became one of the driving forces behind its transformation into a global iron ore hub. He was there from the very beginning, helping to establish the port, managing key projects and working hard to secure Port Hedland's place in the national economy. But Arnold's contributions went far beyond industry. He served on council for 34 years, including as Shire President from 1979 to 1985, and he helped to lead the community through enormous change, through enormous growth and through more than a few cyclones. He was there when decisions mattered most, and he always put the people of Port Hedland, of the Pilbara, first. He was also a fierce advocate, never afraid to speak his mind, even well into his 90s, whether fighting for underground power, better transparency in government, or more recently, the right to be buried in the local pioneer cemetery he so loved. Arnold never backed down from what he believed in. That determination, well, it paid off because he and his beloved wife, Frances, were granted the honour of being buried in Port Hedland, resting on that small hill overlooking the ocean, a final tribute to two of the longest-standing Port Hedland residents. "To know where you're going to go is a big thing," Arnold once said. Arnold lived through 29 cyclones, owned 26 businesses and was involved in almost every community group you could name, from Marine Rescue to the Chamber of Commerce to the Turf Club. He gave, he led, and he never stopped caring about his beloved Port Hedland. Arnold often attended Liberal Party events and was never backwards in providing me with advice. However, he always did so in a gentle, well-mannered man because he was a gentleman. To Fran and the Carter family, and together with all of the residents of Port Hedland, I offer my deepest condolences. And to Arnold, we simply say thank you. Thank you for your service, your vision, your courage and your heart. Rest peacefully, Arnold. The ocean watches over you now, just as you have watched over Port Hedland.